Here we go, 7:15 on a Saturday morning. Going to sign the kids up for the Long Island City 5K race. Right now, hopefully we get a bit, but I don't see anybody here getting ready for the sign up. So I might just be in the wrong place completely to get that started. But wanted to do walk and talk brainstorm to get the morning started. What I've been messing around with, which I think is not going to work this morning, is it is not. Come back. All right, lost connection to the mic, but we're back. So let's start it over completely. So morning routine starts up, do a little bit of check-in just to see where we are from a mood perspective. And then number two is do a check-in with my coach. Then I do a check-in with my health coach, then check in with my family. And typically sign up to just do one piece of content on LinkedIn. That's my goal. Today that's a live. Other days it's a written post. And then if I've got some brainstorm, some ideas that we're starting to work through, I will go from, I didn't mean to take that many doggy bags. If there's other stuff that we're starting to work through, I will go to Cleft Notes, which does great divergent thinking and turns it into convergent thinking on the back end. So we start having recipes. And the whole name of the game is to be able to do 90% of work, or 95%, or let's call it even 98% of work while doing walking and talking, and not having to go through and connect to a computer. Now, I distinguish work between like hands-on keyboard time. I'll also call work in front of a Zoom camera thing. There's, I believe, tremendous value in work that gets done with work that gets done human, like person to person. And I think there's a distinction. I think work that gets done for the purpose of relationship building, and yeah, relationship building, connecting, getting to know who the person is. I think one-to-ones are better for that. And then there is the actual mechanics and connection of work gets done more better during like asynchronous work with information getting passed back and forth between people on a fairly regular basis. So that's how I distinguish those two. That's how I distinguish those two pieces. I realize the waterfront race that I'm looking at, I don't even know where it is, or maybe I'm just early. That might be the case. We're just early for where the registration is actually going to be. So I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes or go, and I'll talk for a couple more minutes on that. So the other thing is the thinking is to start to grab screenshots of the stuff that we're working on. So if I do a screenshot of, hey, I'm doing a live stream right now, that kicks off a live stream protocol, right? And it is, there's a workflow that goes into that. And that can be an automated checklist of stuff that we're working through, or it can be it can be an automated checklist, or it could be steps that we execute, um, steps that we execute one at a time, right? And so why I like going from the divergent thinking of whatever's in the brain. I don't even know if it's divergent, it's just actually more stream of consciousness of what's ever in the brain in the moment, but then to start to have that converge on something that is potentially useful, and working with the tools that we have to make that happen. So that's been the name of the game. That's been the piece that we're starting to work in here. And then mechanically, what I do is I just basically talk, and I talk into a particular app, and then I talk and then have a transcript on the back end, and the transcript is what starts to kick off the workflow to move to make something else happen. So if this process is interesting to anybody else, please feel free to engage. Please feel free to engage. And thanks so much for listening, and have an amazing, whatever day we'll call this, amazing Tuesday, Saturday. All right, have a great one.